You find information, good, detailed information in the weirdest places. I was playing a video game some time ago called Bioshock 2. If you're familiar with it, great. If not, I highly suggest you play it. It's a good game. Kind of interesting. Also, for the sake of showing what I'm about to share with you, is in the game there's a certain area where it's kind of like an amusement park type of thing. It's kind of like a ride, and they go through. Well, it's broke down in the game, but you can walk through it. It's actually part of the deal here. And the exhibits in the thing, you can push the buttons in the exhibits, and it will say something. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 exhibits. Okay. And they all expose the parasite system that we are currently under. Well, y'all might be under. The ones that wish we were under it, should I say. They know damn well that we are not subject to their authority, but they like to play their PR scheme over and over and over again, and most of them are all just brainwashed, and their religion is the state. So anyways, I'm going to read these. What I call them is, I call these the riddles of the parasites, or riddles of the bureaucrats. Okay, number 1. On the surface, the farmer tills the soil, trading the strength of his arm for a home and lands of his own. But the parasite said, "No, what was yours is ours. We are the state. We are God. We demand our share." Number 2, the parasite makes nothing for itself. His only tools are taxes and tithes, meant to trick you into offering what it has not earned. And then in the game, I think it was called Rapture, and it says, "In Rapture, we keep what is ours." Because this is like an underwater city built for people who wanted to get away from the bureaucrats. Kind of like America was supposedly established to get away from the kings and queens, the bureaucrats. But now look at what we got going on. Bureaucrats everywhere. Status, religious, bureaucrats. Okay, number 3. On the surface, the scientist invests the power of his mind in a single miraculous idea, and naturally begins to rise above his fellows. But the parasite said, "No, discovery must be regulated, it must be controlled, and finally surrendered." And that's what they do all the time. Look at Stanley Myers, Meyers. He built a water injection system that actually injects water through a spark plug injector that separated water into its 2 gas forms through electrolysis as your engine drew it in. And then it fired and ran your car off water, hydrogen and oxygen, back in the 80s. And it was all because he wanted to get us out from underneath the oil embargoes that are surrounding us and controlling our lives today. And guess what? That was science. He invested the power of his mind into a single miraculous idea, and he started rising above his fellows. But the parasite said no. That discovery must be regulated, it must be controlled, and finally surrendered. They just cut all that regulated and controlled shit out. They don't even want you burning water, and they straight up surrendered it. They killed his ass and took it. Number 4. An artist strives to frame his ideals in an image to challenge his audience and make his vision immortal. But the parasite said, no, your art must serve the cause. Your ideals endanger the people. Number 5. Lacking its own ingenuity, the parasite fears the visionary. What it cannot plagiarize, it seeks to censor. What it cannot regulate, it seeks to ban. And then in the game it says, Rapture was once founded on an idea, and here they are held inviolate. Okay, you can relate that to, you could even say, America was founded on an idea, and here they are held inviolate. Well, whatever. They had the idea, or the men back then had the idea to be free from the monarchy and the parasites and the bar attorneys and all these fucking bureaucrats and Zionist Jews and whatever the hell else is going on out there. Wanted to be free from all this bullshit and just live their goddamn lives. But no. Parasite says no. Number 6. On the surface, your parents sought a private life, using their great talents to provide for you. They learned to twist the lies of church and government, believing themselves masters of the system. But the parasite said, no, the child has a duty. He will go to war and die for the nation. And finally, number 7, unable to provide for itself, the need of the parasite grows until war is made to justify it. And there you have the riddles of the parasites, the riddles of the bureaucrat system. Come on. Trolls lick nuts. Thanks for stopping by.